Hello again, everyone. Working on keychains again today while we're waiting for other things to come in and other things to happen. So what we're working on today is the back side of the keychains, the part that's actually going to take the ring. Here's one here this was the test piece, just to prove everything was working. But yeah, I was able to basically take the code from yesterday and modify it into this by adding another subprogram loop. So kind of see what we did here. Let's see. That's the oil pump on the lathe. So there's our regular facing loop, but you see we don't have our finish face loop. That's because we are going to want to finish the entire profile of this thing in one pass. So I didn't put a finishing facing cut, so we'll do that on the last pass. So here we go. Here's our radius roughing. Now, this can't be just a straight loop like we've seen before for the grooving. So because we want to change our X position a certain amount each time. And I'm sure that there's a formula for it, but it's easier to just do it this way. So what we're going to do, this is the diameter that we're going to be turning, and then we go to Z is number 6, and number 6 is the position of the furthest back roughing pass. So minus 0.275 there. Oh, great. Alright, now the compressor turned off. Now we can go back to talking about G-code. So here was our number 6, and that is the furthest back position on our roughing chart there that we got. So we're going to go down, and we can see we're calling number 6 each time we make a cut, because what it's doing is this is our X diameter, and then we're going back to that minus 0.275, right? Yeah, minus 0.275, the number 6, and then we're going to call subprogram 103. And down at the bottom, we added program 103, which is going to basically go to clearance. So feed out to clear the part, and then over to a safe Z, so that we can wrap it into our next size. But before it does that, it makes number 6 equal to minus 6 plus 0.050. And the reason we use plus 0.050 on this one is because we want to move this way as the program loops. So we set that equal on each loop, and then we come back, and where the heck are we? There we go. So, okay, so there's all our roughing passes. Then we do our finish pass, and this is, we use a radius compensation, cutter compensation on this, so we get a nice smooth radius, and it's a lot easier than trying to program that in by figuring out where the tool would actually touch. I think Tom Lipton calls that kellering, but yeah, this G42 radius compensation lets us not have to do that. Okay, so then we shut it off, and we're going to switch to our ornamental grooving, and this should look real similar to, if you watched yesterday's video, this looks real similar. The only thing we changed was how many times it loops. This time we're only going to loop 3 times. And then our parting G-code is basically exactly the same. We just moved it, you know, instead of minus 0.3, we're cutting it off at the proper length. So, okay, that's it. And we'll put you on pause here and get you over to the lathe and watch one of these things go. Okay, so the last part one of the last parts just fell off, and we're going to start cycle start for the next one. And that's holding 20 thousandths past where we want our 0 to be. Push that up till it touches. Lock the collet. And away we go. This is pretty quick. I'll get you out of the way of the splash zone here, so hopefully it doesn't get splashed and you can't see. And that's it. Like I said, that's a pretty short program. If we look back at the, whoops, almost lost you there. At the program runtime there, we're at just over a minute, and if I'm not running a camera, that's actually a little bit faster. So, all right, guys, hope you found that interesting, and I'll see you in the next one.